Let's speak about Chargepoint, baby. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of our favorite companies on this channel, and that is Chargepoint. Now, Chargepoint's earnings come out tomorrow, and so far this has been an insane earnings season for the EV world. I mean, we look at Neo, we look at Rivian, some crazy things are going on. You can see that the majority of EV is not having a very good time. If you look over here, oh my days, it's a pool of red realistically. Chargepoint is near break even, which is very, very good to see. It's a very positive sign that people may expect a decent earnings. I think there's definitely going to be some big updates in here, if nothing else. Part of the reason I want to make this video as well is because of this. They are still trading right around this area of support and resistance right now at about 11.26, 11.30 is a share. If Chargepoint can maintain this till the end of day, I think that's going to be a very positive sign for what is to come tomorrow and for the short/medium term future of the stock. However, if earnings don't go well, I think we can expect a bloodbath, which I am very, very sad to say. Right now, the trend isn't telling us too much. The RSI is pretty much trading at dead even. We are right on this very, very prominent area. They have been full of their big ups and their big downs. Yes, we are technically in a very, very short-term upward move off the back of a short-term downward move, but there is no clear direction for this company as of right now. So what we're going to do today is speak about that. We're going to take a look at the technicals a little bit further. We're going to take a look at what we can expect to happen tomorrow. We're going to try to decipher some price points to look towards if things go well or if things go poorly. And ultimately what I plan on doing with my position. As always, this is one I hold very, very close to my heart. I've bought them on several occasions, and I really do think that their future, their long-term future, is going to be fantastic. It is the short term that should concern any investor because of the stage they are in their life cycle. Okay, they still have a long, long way to go to be consistently profitable or profitable at all. There is going to be considerable competition. News to come out from the Tesla Investor Day today after hours in regards to the future of their charging networks, which could mean good or bad things for this company. So a lot is going to be happening, and a lot I want to speak about today with you guys. So right before we get into the juicy information, can I please ask you to hit that like button nice and early for your boy? It helps me out an awful lot. I really would appreciate it. If you end up enjoying today's video, consider subscribing for more content similar to this. And also, if you are interested in getting some free shares on Webull, all you gotta do is sign up, deposit $100, and you can get that money for free. You can sell those shares, put it into Chargepoint, any company of your choosing. It literally is just money on the table. So the most recent piece of real news we got since I have covered Chargepoint is this, and it's from February 23rd. Fisker announces partnership with Chargepoint Holdings. Now, this is great. We have seen more and more partnerships like this happening with Chargepoint over the last while. We see Stem and Chargepoint at the end of January formed a JV for EV charging sites, which was also, you know, a very, very good thing for the company. But this is the newest one. What does it mean for us, really? Fisker named Chargepoint as its North American partner for public EV charging on Thursday. The partnership will open access to more than 210,000 active ports, including 16,700 DC fast charge points and over 400,000 roaming ports to all Fisker drivers. So this is something we're going to see more and more companies doing. It makes sense to have a partner like Chargepoint for these EV companies. It gives more value to their customers. It just makes sense for everybody involved. The Fisker Oceans navigation system will be able to locate chargers in its network according to a Fisker statement. So the minute they get their new Fisker Ocean, our owners want convenient and easy to locate public charging stations, a quick, easy experience when using a public charger, and super simple payment options. That's exactly what they're trying to offer here. Together with Chargepoint, we are providing a class-leading public charging option for Fisker owners at delivery. So why am I speaking about this now when we're speaking about earnings predominantly? I want to hear more updates on things like this, more updates on things like the Stem one, more people they are in conversation with, what kind of results they are actually planning to see from these things, more expansion opportunity, how many more they plan on building in the days and months and years to come. As of right now, as we just briefly said there is over 210,000 activated ports and 16,700 DC ports and over 400,000 ports through roaming reach altogether. And that is between Europe and North America. I mean, we already know this, guys. If you've been on this channel before, they are leading the charging world. And I just want more updates. You know what? I don't want them to just come out with a run-of-the-mill earnings report and just give us an update on how much money they've lost, how much more expensive parts for chargers are, because obviously we're going to hear those things. I think what all investors want out of tomorrow is some real updates, ones that aren't just common sense, ones that you can't just take away yourself. And we've seen it before with Chargepoint. When earnings come out, people can react very strongly or very poorly, and it generally comes down to the news that we get, not just the financials. You can see here was good financials and they shot up, came right back down. Here was good financials, but they went on this huge downward trend. Here was bad financials and they went on a huge upward move. So I think a lot of people understand Chargepoint, what they are as a business, the potential they have. We can expect certain financials to come out. We're not too worried about that as investors. We really want updates on the actual tangible sides of the business. Chargepoint is projected to notch revenue growth of nearly 98% for fiscal year 23, and that is in line with the company's midpoint guidance, so we could hope for about 100%, and its adjusted gross margin is expected to finish at about 19%. Now, if this is to be the case, that is going to be fantastic for Chargepoint, but that is a big if. There is still so many supply chain issues. There is so many, raw materials going up in price day by day. We have seen this through all of the recent earnings reports we saw with NIO. We see it with Tesla. We saw it with Rivian. You see it with pretty much any big EV player. And a lot of parts, are going up for the chargers as well. If we could get anywhere near that margin, I think myself and other investors would be very happy. But it is all up in the air right now. And again, guys, remember, if you're looking at Chargepoint with a 5-year outlook, or even towards 2025, 2026, as opposed to, the first half of this year or the next 6 months even, these things are all going to work themselves out at one stage or another. It's just how long can they go on? How long can we look past certain financial mishaps? How long can we look past, such choppy stock charts here? That is the question you have to ask yourself realistically, okay? But as it should lift Chargepoint's ability to narrow its operating losses further in fiscal year 2024, benefiting from the secular growth in EV market share. And that's exactly what we're hoping for. And again, that's why even if you aren't too interested in Tesla, but you are in Chargepoint, you should probably catch yourself up on Tesla's Investor Day that is happening after market hours the day this video goes up. Investors need to note that the US government's requirements for federal funding could face structural challenges from July 2024. So if you're not aware, the government are doing a lot of funding to these charging companies the same way they are doing with the EV companies themselves through the IRA. But the cost of charging components manufactured in the US must reach at least 55%, or the project will not be eligible for federal grants. So again, it's not something we need to worry about tomorrow, but it's things like this that need to be kept in mind from the perspective of a long-term investor. I don't think there's going to be any issues here. And again, if we were to get an update on things like this, on how the actual business is being run from the inside out, that is what we would like to hear about tomorrow. While the US government support should help to accelerate its goal of developing 500,000 charging stations before 2030, it could also lead to cost increases. So again, that is a worry, especially when we just spent so much time speaking about margins. Now, if we just spend a little bit of time looking at the actual stock chart. Let's say here, this is, the very end of January, only about a month ago. We have been up, we have been down, we've been up, we've been down. People could call it a cup and handle forming or a triple bottom forming potentially after this rebound, and they may be led to believe we could make a nice upward move. I briefly touched on it at the start of the video, okay? Overall, Chargepoint is in an upward trend since the end of December last year, but I mean, in the bigger picture, it's still very much so a downward trend. The RSI isn't giving us much information. The moving averages aren't giving us much information. That's why I'm a little bit worried about price action tomorrow, because I've seen all of these earnings reports over the last literally 2 days, and markets have not reacted well. So what I would say is be very careful, especially if you're somebody who likes to play, options on these things. Tomorrow is probably going to be very, very volatile. I mean, the fact that Tesla's Investor Day is going to be the same time that this comes out, it could be an absolutely insane move. And not just for Chargepoint, for all EV stocks. Again, I want to point out what EV is doing today. Rivian's down 17.5%. Mullen 6% nearly. Li Auto is pretty much the only one in the green. NIO nearly 6% down. Lucid over 6% down. And Tesla is trading down even ahead of this really exciting day. So just tread cautiously, my friends. Short term, anything could happen here. I don't want anybody to get burned. So just don't overextend yourself is what I would say. Okay? But I am going to make another Chargepoint video very soon, maybe as early as tomorrow when I actually get to read through this earnings report. I just wanted to get this one out to you guys beforehand, in case, you didn't even realize that it was happening. But I will have all of the updated information for you guys very soon. If you watched all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend. I really appreciate you. From the bottom of my heart, your support means the world to me. If you enjoyed, could I just ask you to hit that like button and subscribe for more content? That's the easiest way to support me. And again, if you want those free shares from Webull, hit the first link in the comment or in the description. Sign up, deposit $100. It really is that simple. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you for another video very soon. Peace.